Red Bull has a secret trick on their new car. More info on the Verstappen to Aston deal has been revealed, and Ferrari has been accused of sandbagging. Do consider subbing to the channel. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Tears. As the F1 season is picking up pace, all eyes are on the upcoming race in Melbourne. The tension is palpable, especially following the latest preseason tests where both teams had contrasting experiences. McLaren wrapped up their sessions at the Bahrain International Circuit with a buoyant sense of optimism, while Red Bull acknowledged that they still have some improvements to make. In terms of performance, while Carlos Sainz set the fastest overall time during the test in a Williams, McLaren seemed to shine during long runs, with team advisor Helmut Marko suggesting they could hold a crucial advantage over competitors, perhaps as much as 2 or 3 tenths of a second. This means we might witness some thrilling competition when the race starts. Now, let's talk about the MCL 39, McLaren's latest entry. It features some notable updates from the previous year's MCL 38, including a reprofiled nose, a redesigned airbox, and changes to the side pods. Most intriguingly, they've altered the front suspension layout, which could impact their performance on track. On the other hand, the Red Bull RB21 might look deceptively similar to its predecessor. Initial assessments suggest that the changes are not immediately apparent, but this raises eyebrows among pundits and fans alike. Does Red Bull have hidden surprises up their sleeve, or are they just playing it safe? One of the commentators, Tom Coronel, has some compelling insights into the situation. He urges us not to be fooled by the superficial resemblance of the RB21 to last year's model. According to him, many innovations might be cleverly disguised from plain sight. Coronel emphasizes that most of the vital engineering magic happens out of view, implying that Red Bull has potentially packed substantial improvements that could give them the edge. He boldly states, "There's still a lot to come out." A lot is still going to come out from Red Bull. A lot. This leaves us questioning what tricks they might unveil in the upcoming race and whether McLaren can keep pace with their developments. As the teams head to Melbourne, we're eager to see how these two powerhouses will unfold their strategies and capabilities. Will Red Bull's secrets be enough to maintain their dominance, or will McLaren's innovative adjustments pay off? Stay tuned as the excitement builds. That's all for today's quick dive into F1 plans. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all the latest updates as we head into Melbourne. As we gear up for the opening race of the F1 2025 season in Australia, there's a lot of buzz around our champion, Max Verstappen. Although he clinched the title last year, his journey wasn't without challenges. After a tough stretch of 10 races without a win, he made a spectacular comeback, taking the top spot in Brazil and ultimately sealing the championship in Las Vegas. Helmut Marko, a key figure at Red Bull, stands firm on the belief that it was Verstappen's abilities, not just the RB20 car, that led them to victory. However, this sentiment stirred some debate. Tom Coronel raised an interesting point, highlighting that while Max made the car shine, the performance isn't solely about the driver. You can't become world champion in a Flintstone car, he pointed out, emphasizing the importance of the car's performance. Coronel also turned the spotlight onto McLaren and their MCL 39. Despite showing strong promise in preseason testing, he suspects they might be hiding their true capabilities. "I really think they're covering up something," he stated, noting the car's impressive consistency during tests. With the season kicking off from March 14 to 16 at the Albert Park circuit, fans are eager to see if McLaren's strategy pays off and how other teams respond. As the tension builds up on the grid, one thing is certain: the race will be anything but predictable. Stay engaged with us as we track these developments in the thrilling world of Formula One. Make sure to like and subscribe for more updates leading into the first race of the season. Mercedes is making waves in the world of Formula One with its recent announcement regarding the W16. This upcoming car, set to debut for the 2025 season, is not just any contender. It will introduce an innovation that the sport has never seen before. The innovation focuses on sustainable carbon fiber composites, a critical material that plays a huge role in the construction of F1 cars. As the sport looks to reduce its environmental impact, this move aligns perfectly with the ongoing sustainability initiatives that are becoming increasingly vital in racing. Recent F1 car designs have featured an increase in black components aimed at shedding weight. With an extensive use of carbon fiber, the materials on these racing machines are becoming more visible. In this landscape, Mercedes recognizes the pressing need to innovate and is stepping up to the challenge. By the year 2026, F1 is aiming for a substantial shift towards carbon neutrality, introducing new engines that will feature a 50-50 blend of electrical power and traditional internal combustion engines powered by sustainable biofuels. However, before we get to that point, Mercedes is keen to make its mark with the W16 by incorporating sustainable carbon fiber composites by the end of the 2025 season. Notably, this innovation is expected to deliver environmental benefits without compromising performance. Carbon fiber composites currently make up about 75% of the materials used in Mercedes race cars. This means that any improvements in this area can significantly reduce the car's overall carbon footprint. The team is also committed to ensuring that these sustainable materials will meet all regulatory requirements set by the FIA, improving their performance is on par with traditional composites. Mercedes credits its strong partnerships with Ineos Nitriles, Toray, Ciensco, and Sigmatex as pivotal to developing these future-ready materials. As they prepare to unveil the W16, the excitement surrounding this cutting-edge approach is building. In summary, Mercedes is leading the charge in the Formula One arena not just for speed and performance, but also for sustainability. The 2025 W16 promises to set a new benchmark, showcasing how technology can prioritize both competitive excellence and environmental responsibility. Stay tuned as we follow this groundbreaking journey in the world of motorsport. As we dive deeper into the thrilling world of Formula One, let's discuss the confirmed teams and power unit suppliers for the significant regulation changes coming in 2026. The landscape of F1 is on the verge of a massive transformation, and there's plenty to unpack. In 2026, every team on the grid will experience a shift in how they operate, particularly with the introduction of new power units. This change is not just about performance, it's about innovation and sustainability. Manufacturers are being challenged to combine cutting-edge technology with eco-friendly practice, making sure that as F1 evolves, it does so responsibly. One standout figure in this drive towards sustainable innovation is Toto Wolff, the principal of Mercedes. He recently expressed his excitement about these developments, noting, "When you combine performance and innovation, you create progress." Wolff emphasizes that the future of racing isn't just about speed, it's about leading the sport toward a more sustainable future. He feels pride in steering a team dedicated to problem solving and innovating in ways that resonate with environmental goals. The collaboration with partners and regulatory bodies like the FIA has also been pivotal. Wolff highlights their commitment to testing new materials that could revolutionize the sport. He stated, "Collectively, we are moving the dial on sustainable products and demonstrating that Formula One continues to be the fastest laboratory in the world." This is exciting not just for fans, but also for the automotive industry, which looks to F1 as a testbed for the technologies of tomorrow. Shifting gears, let's talk about one of the hottest topics in F1 right now, Lewis Hamilton's rumored move to Ferrari. This is potentially the biggest driver shakeup in the history of the sport. Fans and analysts alike are eager to understand the implications of such a move, as it could reshape team dynamics and championship pursuits. With all these changes on the horizon, it's clear that the F1 of tomorrow will look different from the F1 we know today. Teams like Aston Martin, McLaren, and others are all on their quests for perfection, developing strategies to contend for world championships amid this backdrop of transformation. Stay connected with the latest updates by following us on our various social media platforms. Here, we deliver breaking news and insights, ensuring you're always in the loop about the electrifying developments in Formula One. As we approach the new season and these exciting changes, fans can look forward to a mix of tradition and innovation. It's an exhilarating time for motorsport enthusiasts as we prepare for a thrilling new chapter in Formula One history. Thanks for joining us today, and stay tuned for more updates as the season progresses. Max Verstappen has just announced an exciting new chapter in his racing career, venturing into the world of GT racing with Aston Martin. Recently spotted testing Aston Martin GT machinery, Verstappen revealed a bold partnership that will take his racing team, Verstappen.com Racing, to the next level in the GT World Challenge Europe. With 4 consecutive World Championship wins under his belt, Verstappen is not just focusing on Formula One, he is expanding his racing horizons. In 2025, he's aiming for a historic 5th title, but this year marks a significant addition to his roster of racing pursuits. This announcement comes on the heels of Verstappen's recent testing of the Aston Martin GT3 machinery at Circuit Paul Ricard, the legendary track once host to the French Grand Prix. With this move, Verstappen.com Racing is making its debut in the GT World Challenge Europe Endurance Cup, a thrilling venture that promises to showcase the team's potential outside the F1 arena. Verstappen.com Racing will collaborate with the 2Cs Motorsport team, allowing Chris Lulam, who has transitioned from sim racing to real-world performance, to share the track with notable racers like Thierry Vermeulen and Britt Harry King. Together, they will pilot the Aston Martin Vantage GT3 Evo, a machine built for competition. In addition to the endurance races, Lulam will also be competing in the GT World Challenge Europe Sprint Cup, partnering with Vermeulen as they tackle the challenges ahead. This season marks Vermeulen's 3rd as a competitor, and the duo will team up with Emil Frey Racing to drive the Ferrari 296 GT3, solidifying their presence in both sprint and endurance formats. Verstappen expressed his excitement about this new partnership through social media, stating how proud he is to kick off this next chapter. He emphasized the thrilling year ahead, with Lulam stepping up from sim racing to compete in both sprint and endurance events alongside Vermeulen, who will also race in DTM for Verstappen.com Racing. This venture into GT racing not only expands Verstappen's portfolio as a team owner, but also nurtures the talents of emerging drivers like Lulam and Vermeulen. The blend of virtual expertise and real-world racing experience ensures a competitive edge as they enter a grid filled with seasoned professionals. In summary, Max Verstappen is gearing up for an exhilarating 2025 season that promises to not only challenge him as a driver, but also to develop new talent in the fast-paced world of GT racing. Keep an eye on Verstappen.com Racing as they aim for success in both the sprint and endurance series. It's set to be an unmissable adventure. Max Verstappen is taking a significant step in fostering young talent in motorsport. Recently, he made an exciting statement about his dream to help aspiring drivers transition from the virtual racing world to real-life competitions. This initiative highlights his commitment to nurturing the next generation of racing stars. In this new venture, Chris Lulam, a talented sim racer, has been promoted from the renowned Team Redline to join Verstappen's GT3 sprint and endurance racing team. He'll be partnering with Thierry Vermeulen, who has been competing for Verstappen.com Racing for several years. This collaboration marks a pivotal moment as they prepare to take on various challenging championships together, backed by professional support teams. It's clear that there is much to learn, but Verstappen is focused on maximizing their performance with the cars and drivers. His goal is to compete at the highest level and aim for victory in the front lines. This initiative not only elevates sim racing, but also provides a platform for sim racers to showcase their skills against established drivers, and Verstappen is genuinely excited about the year ahead. Meanwhile, there's also been chatter surrounding the dynamics of the current F1 landscape. Guenther Steiner shared his thoughts on the apparent trend of booing Red Bull, suggesting that fans tend to follow the crowd. This sentiment is echoed by Martin Brundle, who has commented on Verstappen's aggressive racing tactics that have proven effective in his journey to becoming a 4-time world champion. In the midst of these discussions, Jos Verstappen, Max's father, has cautioned not to place blame on Max if he doesn't clinch a 5th championship this season. Such a statement underscores the immense pressure that comes with being at the pinnacle of racing. With young talents like Isaac Hadjar stepping onto the stage, expressing ambition to excel rather than just participate, the future of racing looks promising. It's clear that excitement is building as we anticipate what's next in the F1 season. Keep following the latest developments as we gear up for what promises to be an extraordinary year in motorsport. Lewis Hamilton's transition to Ferrari has stirred emotions among fans and former colleagues alike. Norbert Haug, the former Mercedes Motorsport boss, expresses deep feelings about Hamilton's shift to the iconic Scuderia Ferrari ahead of the Formula One 2025 season. He views it as very sad, especially after what he describes as the demolition of Hamilton's chances in the controversial 2021 World Championship decider in Abu Dhabi, where many felt the title was unjustly taken from him. Hamilton's move to Ferrari marks a significant shift in his career, being only the second time he has switched teams. His previous transfer came in 2013 when he made the leap from McLaren to Mercedes, a decision that ultimately led him to become the most celebrated driver in F1 history. With 15 years at the helm, Hamilton not only equaled Michael Schumacher's 7 world championships, but also became the first driver to notch up 100 Grand Prix victories, showing his exceptional skills behind the wheel. This new chapter means that Hamilton will race with a non-Mercedes engine for the first time, a notable change after 356 races powered by Mercedes since his debut in 2007. Haug, who played a pivotal role in Hamilton's rise, feels a mix of nostalgia and sadness as he witnesses this momentous transition. He narrowly missed a chance to reunite with Hamilton at Mercedes when he was replaced by Toto Wolff in 2012, and their recent meeting during Hamilton's farewell tour with Mercedes brought back memories of their long-standing relationship. During an interview with Sky Germany, Haug articulated his surprise at Hamilton's decision to leave Mercedes, stating he never anticipated this switch. With a sense of fondness, he reflected on how he has known Hamilton since he was just 14 years old, and their connection remains strong. Despite the inevitable transition, he emphasizes the determination Hamilton possesses. At 40, he expects nothing less than complete commitment from Hamilton in his pursuit of an 8th world championship with Ferrari. "I would never have thought that Lewis would switch again," Haug shares. "Anyone who thinks that he will give up at 40 will be wrong. He will give everything at Ferrari." As fans eagerly await the upcoming season, it's clear that Hamilton's move to Ferrari is not just a career shift, but a new challenge, one filled with high expectations and intense competition. This evolution in his career is bound to thrill and inspire Hamilton's legions of fans, who are excited to see how he adapts to the prancing horse and what the future holds for him in the world of Formula One. Will he conquer new heights with Ferrari, or will the ghosts of the past linger? Only time will reveal how this pivotal moment unfolds in Hamilton's illustrious career. As we dive deeper into the world of Formula One, the spotlight continues to shine on Lewis Hamilton and his surprising shift to Ferrari. Following a particularly challenging 2 seasons, Hamilton's move is raising eyebrows. Many in the F1 community are eager to see if this new chapter will finally secure him that elusive 8th title. There's no denying that Hamilton has faced significant hurdles, particularly after the events of the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It was on that fateful day that he was dramatically overtaken by Max Verstappen after a controversial safety car decision, leaving many questioning the integrity of that race. The aftermath saw Hamilton not only robbed of a title, but also left to grapple with the implications of that moment. Despite these challenges, Hamilton's determination remains unshaken. He recently made headlines when he activated a break clause in his contract with Mercedes, a bold move aimed at revitalizing his career. Partnered with Ferrari, the famed Scuderia, he now has the chance to redefine his legacy. It's a gamble, but one that could pay off if he finds the rhythm and performance that has eluded him in recent years. In the dynamic world of F1, the question arises: can Hamilton and Ferrari reignite their championship reigning abilities? With Verstappen dominating the sport lately, it won't be an easy road ahead, but recent comments from insiders suggest that Mercedes is still strong and could reclaim their former glory. In the fray of discussions, Ralf Schumacher voiced some intriguing takes on Hamilton's future, implying that both Hamilton and Charles Leclerc, a rising star at Ferrari, have a lot at stake in the upcoming season. The implications for their rivalry could reshape the future of the sport. Ultimately, as Hamilton navigates this new path with Ferrari, fans around the globe are left wondering if he can find the competitive edge needed to overcome the past and chase that 8th championship. With the race season ahead promising high stakes and intense competition, all eyes will undoubtedly be on Hamilton as he embarks on this new chapter with one goal in mind: victory.